I have a problem with the fitness community, specifically the cinematic gym edits community. Now, cinematic gym edits used to be about art. They used to be about telling a story and making your videos look like a movie or a film. But now, it just feels like a competition of who can make themselves look the saddest and following trends, using AI transitions, and they're not creating anymore. It's just hopping on trends, abusing viral hooks until people are just sick and tired of watching them. This community is not what it used to be. It is very frustrating to try to find a way out. And there's very few creators who are able to do very successful without tying into that sad aesthetic, the heartbreak, the breakup, the lone wolf vibe that the cinematic gym space has. Now, there's two specific issues that I already mentioned, but the first one is sadness. When you think about the gym cinematic, you think gym cinematic equals sad. And that's the reality of the situation. Because if the gym cinematic community was actually about making videos look cinematic, it would not all be sad. And I want to preface this by saying I'm not attacking one specific creator. I'm not targeting anyone. I'm simply explaining my frustration with how the community is and how it's shaped to be within the last year or so. And don't get me wrong, I used to post those sad gym edits and they did really well. And I grew a decent following from that. But I got sick of posting that over and over and over again. Because you got to think about it like this. When you're trying to grow, when you're trying to be successful, if you're posting and pushing out this sadness, this heartbreak stuff, sure, maybe you're not sad. And most of them, I'm sure, are not actually sad or going through a heartbreak. But what's to say that type of energy that you're surrounding yourself in and day out doesn't rub off on you and then you become sad? Or the people who are already sad or going through a breakup or going through a hard time and they're continuing to post that type of content, what's to say that it makes their situation worse and they feel even worse about it? The community has become so focused on hopping on trends. Who can repost the most trending sad sounds ever, make their videos feel like they're going through this big breakup or heartbreak, when in reality, I'm sure majority of them aren't going through any of that. And look, I get why it works, because sadness is an emotion and that taps into people. And unfortunately, we live in a very sad world, a very cruel world where people are always surrounded by this sadness or there's a lot of depression. And I feel for them. Because not every time people are going to be all happy or motivated. There are going to be tough times in life. But why would I continue to push that out there? Instead of trying to push positive, motivation, inspiration. Sad videos do so much better in this space than the motivational, inspirational, or the videos that are actually trying to create art. And it's so sad to see, because coming into this community, I wanted to create art. I wanted to make my videos look like a movie. I wanted to make myself feel like I'm an actual filmmaker, but at the gym. And it's hard to, because there's no audience for that. The audience is there to continue to rub off that it's negative energy. I'm sorry to say, but it's negative energy. And it's very frustrating to see this, because I wish it wasn't like this. And for the past 6 months, I've been trying to find a way out, trying to find a way where I can actually push that art, that creativity, not hopping on trends, not posting to these very sad sounds that just get reused over and over and over again, as if that's just their key to getting a lot of views. Which for some people it is. But when it just gets overused over and over and over again, it gets tiring. There's no creativity in that. You're just copying what the other 40 people do or 300 people do. And I want to push out inspiration. I want to push out motivation, but not all the time I'm like that. So what other emotion can I sell? That's not sadness. I don't want to push out sadness because I'm through with that in my life. I'm in a space where I'm trying to protect my energy. I'm trying to push positivity, growth, success, inspiration, motivation, to inspire people to pick up their phone and start filming themselves in the gym and try to make their videos look like one of their favorite movies. Not pick up their phone to act like they're this very sad, depressed guy who just went through a breakup, when in reality, that didn't happen. And I'm sure I'm not alone. There are a lot of other creators who have probably gotten fed up. And if you look at some of the top creators who have been posting that, Look where they're at now. A lot of them don't post as much anymore because you genuinely burn out trying to make those type of videos because it's repetitive. And you start to wonder, wow, am I really going to post this type of videos when I'm 30, when I'm 40? And when I show my kids these types of videos that I make, the only videos I have to show are these sad videos. I don't want to show my kids the only type of videos that I made were these sad videos. I don't want to do that. I want to show them that I was inspirational. That everything that I did in my life, I tried to inspire people, motivate them, help them be consistent, help them realize that it's really not that hard to just film yourself at the gym. Now, my second issue with the fitness industry, and this ties in with the sadness, but those AI transitions. I'm not pro AI, but I'm also not against AI. There are a lot of times that I think AI is great, and I use AI every single day of my life. But when it comes to these videos, and people are using the same transitions, I swear to God, I've seen that Raven transition probably about 1,000 times since it came out. Or that Earth Zoom transition, and it's all from Higgsfield AI or Sora AI. And don't get me wrong, when those things first came out, those were cool. But there's no creativity in that because you take your video, you paste it into that software, click a few buttons, and bam, you got that transition. And when people use that and try to think that using that transition is just going to automatically help them get millions of views, you're wrong. It may look cool once or twice, but it's not that cool. It's really not. I'll use AI for organization, for helping me come up with a script, for helping to analyze the market, analyze the social media niche that I'm in to try to find ways to make better content. But I'm not going to use AI to put these transitions on every single video I make. There's no creativity in it. Again, it goes back to my point that the cinematic gym space has lost the art, has lost its purpose. It's become this sad, filled with AI transition space when it could be this art. It could be this community of people who actually are trying to be filmmakers with the limited resources that they have, trying to push the limits of what a gym video could be or a everyday gym vlog could be. But it's not. But it doesn't have to be this way forever. And if you are feeling the same way, if you're frustrated, if you're upset, if you're trying to find a way to not post the sad edits or trying to not use AI over and over and over again in using for transitions, you're not alone. Because that's why I came on here to express my thoughts. And sure, maybe no one watches this video. Maybe no one cares because all they care about is the growth, is the views that they get. And that suppresses how they actually feel about the space. The space has gone so downhill and there's only one person I see keeping it at the top, still performing at the top, the originator of this space, Nick Peterson. He continues to push out. That pushes the limits of what a gym vlog, a gym video could be. And it's not sad. It doesn't use AI that I'm aware of. Or if it does, it's very subtle. He pushes out movies, pushes out art, the art of filmmaking in the gym. Not the art of sadness, not the art of using AI transitions, not the art of following trends or using these sad sounds with heartbreak, depression in them, but art. And that's why we still all look up to him. That's why he's still one of the biggest on YouTube. But we don't have to be like this forever. And it starts with you. It starts with what you're posting on social media. You need to ask yourself this question. Do you really want to be posting sad cinematic gym edits for the rest of your life? Or do you want to actually create something? Do you actually want art? Do you want to stop chasing views and actually start chasing creativity and art? Because that's what I want to do. I want to continue to chase creativity and art and be proud of the things that I post. Not post just because I know it's going to do well, and post because if I don't post this type of style, my videos won't do well at all. Because that's how it feels right now. It feels like I can't post anything that doesn't tie along with sadness. There's no art in it anymore. There's no creativity. There's no passion. None of you guys are passionate about doing that. You just post what works, which is great. But posting videos that work and posting for views can only go so far before you realize, am I actually helping anyone? Am I actually inspiring anyone? Or am I just making them remember those sad, heartbreak times that they had? But it starts today. It starts with what you guys post day in and day out. And we can make a change as a community. And I'm not that big of a creator to be able to make that change. But surely, one by one, we can do that. And I'm hoping we can, because the way it's going, it's not. This space is not in the right place. So let me know. What do you guys think? Am I overreacting? Am I frustrated? Am I projecting? I'm sure I am, but I'm not wrong. Because you look up cinematic gym edits on Instagram, TikTok, I guarantee one of the top videos is something sad or has the AI transition. Call me crazy, but I'm not wrong.